It's a hit series filmed right here in Vancouver, following two lifelong friends through the good times and the bad. Season 2 of Firefly Lane is available now on Netflix, and we have the stars of this series joining us today, Katherine, Heigl, and Sarah Chalke. How are you, ladies?
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us here. Now, we're going to get right to it because we have lots of questions for you. Let's start with Katherine. Katherine, you've been in the industry for a long time. What was it about this project that was so different, and what made you excited about playing Tully Hart?
It's such a fantastically juicy and compelling role, especially through the decades, getting to play her at so many different phases of her life. Steel Magnolias is my all-time favorite movie ever. You know, that's in a league of its own, but those kinds of stories about women and their relationships with each other and how they support each other through some pretty significant things in life that many of us go through and many of us experience. And that is always what I have been most moved by as an audience member. This came along at the most beautiful time in my life where I was looking for a little more purpose in my storytelling.
Now, Sarah, you play Kate in the series, and from divorce to tackling motherhood, dating, what do you like most about your character, and were there any challenges, or did you have a little bit of Kate in you already?
All of the, we were talking about this before, how even before the role was mine, all the stuff was written in about her just being a little bit clumsy and all of those things. My favorite part about it when I read it, I mean, I just love this beautiful story about this incredible friendship. And my favorite part about playing Kate was getting to play a character from the age of 20 to someone into their 40s. It was such a unique experience and challenge, and something that I've never done before. And just kind of trying to figure out, okay, how did you move? It was just a unique job where, you know, one day you're dancing on tables and doing karaoke, and the next day there's like a really dramatic, emotional scene. So no 2 days were ever the same, and it never got boring.
Now, how did you both prepare for your roles? Did you already know each other before this project?
No, not really. We had just spoken for like 1 hour on the telephone as a kind of a fluke, really. Like a mutual friend put us in touch because I was going to be relocating up to Vancouver, and Sarah lives in Vancouver, and he said, oh, Sarah can help you know where to go, what schools for your kids, all that. So we had one interaction, and then met for the first time, like in person, for the table read, and it was instant love at first sight.
Now, one thing I have to say is the writing is brilliant. Season 1 was such a roller coaster of emotions. Now, I actually had to rewatch the entire season 1 to mentally and emotionally prepare for season 2. And I know you ladies filmed here in Vancouver. Sarah, I understand there's a Vancouver connection. You actually grew up in Vancouver?
I did. Yes, it's my favorite place in the world. So that was really cool. It was neat to get to kind of show everybody around and film in my hometown, and I would have everybody over we'd have big game nights of running charades that would devolve into dance parties, and kind of a special, unique experience that I haven't done in over 20 years.
I did find Vancouver to be very like mystical and misty and kind of witchy in the forests and stuff, and I loved it. And I didn't get out as much for second season for those like hikes and that time out in the forest, and I really regret it because it's very unique to Vancouver. Those big, in my experience, those big old growth forests and stuff. I live in Utah, and we just don't really have that. You know, it's very dry in Utah, that we don't have the lushness and the greenness and the mist.
Oh, yeah. Your daughter would love it here for sure. Now, ladies, thank you so much, and best of luck with the new season. Congratulations, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.